Hi everyone, welcome to researchmd.com. We got a great topic today. Can melatonin prevent blood clots? There's a lot of information coming out of melatonin. We've been doing a lot of research on melatonin, like literature search and looking at the studies. So our topic today, can melatonin prevent blood clots? Again, my name is Pramil Cheriyath. I'm a director of research and I teach medical students and medical residents, also program director, internal medicine residency program and translational residency program. I'm also assistant professor of medicine at two major universities. So let's get into our subject. So today, let's talk a little bit about melatonin. If you read the news recently, there's a lot of information. Melatonin use has gone up tremendously in the United States, okay? A lot of people are taking the supplement. It's an over-the-counter supplement. How does it work? It's produced, actually, you got a nice picture right here from the pineal gland. Yeah, so main stimulus is like the stimulus called the luminous information coming from the retina, go to the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and then it goes to the from the hypothalamus, and the signal go to the pineal gland, and then it start producing melatonin. Melatonin, remember, can also produce from some other sources also, like in the body, like GI system is like another big source for melatonin. So we're going to look at the link between melatonin and blood clotting and how does it affect. So our study, next thing we have to know, how does a blood clot actually form? We need to know this coagulation cascade. So we're just going to take a little bit of time, kind of teach you a little bit about blood, how does a blood clot forms, okay? And you have that's called a coagulation cascade. So you got an intrinsic system and an extrinsic system. Let's look at the intrinsic system. We got factor 12 kind of converted into factor 12A, and that kind of make a factor 11, then converted into factor 11A, and that forms the other cascade of factor 9 to factor 9A, kind of combined with the factor 8, and then factor 10 is converted into 10A combining with factor 5, and the last step is the prothrombin, which is converted into a thrombin. And from thrombin, you take fibrinogen and kind of fibrin. That's where the actual fibrin, the blood clot formation, okay? So in this study was published in the Journal of Pineal Research, and looking at the oral melatonin and the blood coagulation activity, a great study. So objective of the study to investigate the relationship between oral melatonin and blood coagulation activity. Now, design is a randomized placebo-controlled single-blinded. We know, like anytime somebody said randomized placebo-controlled, the status of this study is extremely high. Remember that. Now, population, they took 46 people, medication-free, healthy people from age 20 to 34. And they're given, they put them into two groups. One is called placebo group, 21 people, no melatonin. The other group, they gave like, there was 25 people and they gave 3 milligram of melatonin, okay? Okay, our results based on the study depends upon the melatonin. If the melatonin level is higher, there's going to be decreased factor 8 and decreased fibrinogen level. And the p-values are given 0.037 for the first graph, and the second graph is 0.022. Anytime p-value is like less than 0.05, it is very significant. So let's look at the cascade again, coagulation cascade. If you look at it, this is where factor 8 and fibrinogen come to play. Fibrinogen is converted into fibrin. In this study, melatonin can decrease the factor 8 and also decrease the fibrinogen. Two major findings. Okay, so strength of the study, again, we talked about it, is a randomized placebo-controlled study, my friends. The highest in the studies. So scientific study got the highest strength, okay? And they used the multiple regression method, control the variables, also very strong. So weakness, no, they did not do a sample size calculation. In conclusion, melatonin 3 milligram can decreases coagulation factor 8 and the fibrinogen level. So remember that. So thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with another analysis. Thank you again. Please subscribe to our channel.